I'm learning a lot from your podcast. I don't listen to podcasts. Yours is the only one I've ever listened to. So no, don't go yay. Whoever's watching this, they don't realize, but everything from like how I'm recording on Zoom or using whatever tech, it's all from Jessie's.
And I'm learning as well. I've only done 4 episodes, so I'm still learning.
The thing about podcasts that really attracted me to it is you have more content. I do videos, and I know that if I do anything beyond like 2 minutes or 5 minutes, or really if I'm pushing it 10 minutes, very, very few people can push out a 10-minute video and really expect people to pay attention. It's so difficult. You need to have things changing for 10 minutes. Yeah, that kind of thing, right? Yeah, it's just distracting.
Well, the good thing about podcasts, I started listening to podcasts years ago, so it's not a new thing, but it's something that you can multitask with. So you can listen to it and cook your dinner and commute and drive. Whereas with videos, you actually have to sit down and use your eyes and your ears. Same with reading. So that's why I'm able to consume more podcasts, because it's multitaskable.
Every church is online, right, on Sunday, and they're trying to do more each week. They're trying to engage people with more visuals. I think back to a year ago when no one was online. If you had your sermons online, it meant MP3s, right? And actually, I miss just being able to listen to a sermon. I see what people are doing in terms of making the videos, but I think as well as a lot of pressure, setting up your camera and
exactly. Especially
someone's watching you
on Zoom and these platforms where you can see yourself. Usually in real life, you don't see yourself when you're speaking or preaching, right? But now you suddenly see yourself in the corner, so you have to be more conscious.
Yeah. After about 20 minutes or 30 minutes, you forget that actually you're looking in the camera. You just concentrate on the conversation. A lot of podcasts start out with that music or whatever, then they cut it off.
I think it works well for people who are auditory learners. For me, actually, I'm a visual learner, so it really helps if I can see someone speaking with their mouth moving, if there are PowerPoints. That really helps for me, but other people, they could close their eyes and they could learn and listen and consume just fine.
Since you're already doing the podcast, do you think it will evolve into something with video? Is that something that you consider?
It's more effort.
It is,
maybe,
right?
Maybe.
It is. Yeah.
I just think, because sometimes I can be quite animated, so actually having a video is not a bad thing, and then I can upload it on other platforms to get more things out there. But I haven't really thought about it too much. You
could just concentrate on the audio, and there are some people, they create like sermon jams. If you had like a really good snippet, you could animate it with a kind of a video. I think you do that in Facebook. I do see you have these words, transcriptions. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's really cool.
Thanks. It's a preset anyway. I didn't make it myself. I did make it, but I put it into this thing which does the output for me. Yeah, it's on Anchor FM. Are you on Anchor?
I copied you. I didn't know how to set up. I saw, Jessie used Anchor.fm, and it's so easy. You said actually you didn't care that you had a small following right now.
Okay. Sorry, if you can hear the noise in the background.
No, I can't. You sound fine. Yeah. But I think
I think it's my neighbours.
Oh.
Never mind.
It just you have a very good mic. Yeah. So yeah, it's good. You sound fine. Yeah. Yeah. Did you get it just for the podcast?
Small following.
Oh yeah. Well, small following. Yeah. Small following.
Not really. Yeah, small following.
So which are we talking about? The microphone or mine is like 10 years old. I have to be really careful because if I tap it, you get a big thud noise. So I'm always very conscious not to touch it.
All right.
But small following. I say,
yeah.
I've had conversations. Oh, Calvin, we want to produce videos, but you can see that the end game for that is to create a following and actually I spent my time just saying, the way almost to get a following is to start small or almost to not care.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think there's two sides to the coin there though, because it depends what you want to do, because like as a performer, you don't want to play to a gig when there's like no one there, right? It depends what you want to do. So it's actually important to have listeners, but to not have that as a sole focus, or not have that as like the pressure, like you say. And for me, because I know that my episodes at the moment are quite varied. It's not like I'm just interviewing millennials. I think hardly any of mine are millennials anyway. And then I didn't grow up using Instagram, so I grew up using Facebook since I was a teenager, and more of the older, I don't want to say older generation, but people who are probably 10 or 20 years older than me would use Facebook, right? Yeah. And websites. So I'm mindful of that, you know, even if I don't have many Instagram followers, that's fine. And
True. Yeah.
I think for my podcast, I don't have a particular direction at the moment. I'm just putting out a variety of things. Yeah, I'm putting out a variety of things.
That's great though. I like not knowing what's going to happen next. I mean, because it's been so different. It's been so different every week. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to the next one because you've hinted at it, but you haven't really let us know what's happening. That's great. That's really good.
Yes. Yeah, I think for me, I'm the type of person, I like variety, I like diversity. I can't do the same thing every single day. And that has reflected in a lot of my life choices. Like I couldn't even do, even when I chose my GCSEs, even when I chose my A-level subjects, I always made it a broad range. I don't like specialising in things. I don't know if you can say that I'm a bit scatty. But I like keeping my options
It really doesn't
open.
seem that way. It seems that there's a natural progression, and you're intentionally like having these different talks. Well, apparently that's a lie. You're just scatterbrained.
Well, I think the good thing is I've got this theme running through. So it has to be to do with Christian faith. It has to be something to do with like culture, identity, race, and then broad topics to do with that theme. Because I think as Christians, sometimes we only see one side of God, or we only see one side of the gospel, because we're so used to going to the same church or listening to the same pastor or reading the Bible through our own lens. You can call it hermeneutics.
I did ask you was there something that you read in the Bible recently, or was there a passage? If you didn't, we can cut this out. That's fine. It's okay.
I found 1 John 4, and it's like the whole passage to do with love, and it's really challenged me, I think. Actually, I really like reading how, it says God is love, whoever lives in God lives in love, whoever lives in love lives in God, and God lives in them. I'm really challenged by learning actually how to love other people, and that it says you can't say that you love God but then hate a brother and sister. And actually, God loving us and us loving God needs to overflow into loving our neighbours, our brothers and sisters, and that is really challenging, I think.
That's good. That's so encouraging. Thanks for that. Thanks. I really appreciated that. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Can you tell us just how to access your podcast? How do we get to it?
Sure. So you can go onto my Anchor FM website. So that's www.anchor.fm/acrossculture.
I'll put like ding. I have like the words I have it appear here. Ding. Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. Yeah.
Like this.
Oh, like down
here.
Oh, like on the side.
Yeah, inside. And then
I even have a QR code.
Yeah, QR code. Okay, all right. Over here. Ding. Over here.
And Instagram page called Across Culture Pod. Ding.
Instagram. Ding. All right,
and
here.
Facebook page Across Culture Pod. Ding.
Ding. Yes. Okay, good.
Yes. So you can listen on those platforms and Apple Podcasts, Spotify.
Okay.
Overcast, loads of different platforms.
Wow, so many. Okay, all right. Yeah, terima kasih. Thanks very much.
Bye.
Bye. How do you usually end? What's a natural way to end this?
So I say, well, thank you for your time, and the other person says, thank you, and then I stop it, and then we're like, ha ha ha, for you, we're not recording anymore.
Okay. Let's try that. So thank you so much, Jessie, for appearing on this. Oh, my camera died again.